Hello, I'm Erica, and this is not a minimalism video. I've made quite a few videos on items that I love, but I thought it would be fun to make a video on things I no longer buy as someone who is not a minimalist. I love spending money, especially if it's in the budget. These are items I don't buy anymore, either to save money, declutter, or just straight up feel better about myself. Alright, there's no real order to these, so let's just get started. Okay, first up is clothing that doesn't fit my body shape. Man, this one took me a long time to learn, however, I think I got it. My new rule is just to dress for my body shape no matter what is trending. If I look fab, I look fab, even if it's not in style. Okay, next is clothes that are annoying to launder. Before I buy any clothing, I take a look at the washing instructions. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I can dry clean that. No, I won't. So I'm not gonna buy that if it's gonna be annoying to clean. If it's too hard to wash, I'm not buying it. Next, buying clothing just because it's on sale. When something's on sale, there's a mindset shift that says it's a good deal because you're saving some money. But these items weren't particularly something that I would have bought at full price, which means I probably didn't even need it anyways. I always ask myself if I would have bought it at full price. If the answer is yes, and I do love it, then I'll choose to buy it. Next is fast fashion. I've gone shopping at a lot of fast fashion stores at the mall, and you can get a lot of clothes for your money. However, a lot of the items are made from cheap materials, and then it's out of style the following year. So for me, I rather spend my money on timeless items that are good quality and will last me for a long time. Next is clothing that doesn't make me feel better about myself. Now, after saying that out loud, I guess it does seem kind of silly. Like, why would I buy something that doesn't make me feel better about myself? Well, sometimes when the sale is so good, it's so easy to think, well, maybe I can alter that, or maybe I'll fit it later. Psh, who are we kidding? That's not gonna happen. So at that time, just save your money and stop paying to make yourself feel bad about yourself. Next is fresh produce in bulk. Now, I would love to say that we don't waste food, but unfortunately, that's not the case. If we're shopping at Costco for fresh produce, it's really hard to eat a lot of that stuff before it expires. So instead, what we do is we just shop weekly, and we shop just for exactly what we need. So we shop at Trader Joe's and Farmer's Market, and we've saved so much more money and food instead of shopping at bulk places like Costco. Next is food delivery services like DoorDash. Now, I'm gonna show two receipts right here of the same exact order at The Habit, and you'll see that when we did DoorDash, we spent $48, and then when I went to go pick it up in person for the same exact order, it was only $34. So when you need to do food delivery, then it's totally worth it, like if you're like in a pinch or a little pickle. But if you can just drive down the street like a couple miles, I would rather do that and just save the $14 instead. Next are items I don't really like and don't deserve to be in my beautiful home. Now, this can go for any category, like really anything. It could be kitchen, bathroom, stuff, souvenirs, right? So if the item doesn't deserve to be in your beautiful home, then at that time it's just clutter and you don't need to buy it. Next are items that don't serve multiple purposes. I'm talking about an orange peeler or a lemon squeezer or an apple peeler core slicer. If you know what that is, comment below. Like this spatula. This spatula, multi-purpose. You can flip eggs with it, and you can also swat flies with it. Just kidding. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Next are items in general that aren't good quality. The cheaper the quality, the more you have to replace it. There's that saying, buy once, cry once, and I totally agree with that. Okay, next is any item that came from a Facebook or Instagram ad, and then it kind of like a weird website. Like, not a pretty website. I'm not talking about like a scam website, but just not a good website. So I ended up buying these thingies that you just stick into your bra. They kind of make you look like you have a little bit of a lift, but first of all, who even cares? I like having my small little boobies. So anyways, these ended up being way overpriced. Like, these things are like $25 for what? So lame. I'm not saying don't buy anything from Instagram or Facebook, but when it comes with a shady website, it's usually going to be because it's coming from like around the world with some kind of crappy material. So yeah, anyways, save your money for some good quality items, especially if you like some of that stuff that you see online. Next is anything from the dollar section at Target. Okay, those thank you cards are really good at Target, but really anything else, it's like $1 to $5, and it ends up just going into the closet anyways, or it's just kind of junk. So I like to save my money instead for bigger items at Target. Next up is warranties. Now, there are some big ticket items where you do need a warranty, like for your car or for your house or something like that. But for us, we don't buy any warranties for any items that are under $1,000. You can buy so many warranties for so many items, so many electronics as well, a lot of things on Amazon, but most of the time you have to read the small print. So if the item does break, it's really hard to get your money back anyways. So if our item does break and we really want it again, we're just gonna save up the money just to buy it again. But for us, if it's under $1,000, we're not gonna buy a warranty. Also, I am pretty dang good at doing my research on quality items, so rarely would we need to buy a warranty anyways. Okay, this item's really random, but cheap pens. I just don't like cheap pens. There's just these micro annoyances that happen when you're trying to write and then it's like dry. You grab another one and you want to write and it's still dry. Yeah. I don't do cheap pens anymore. Plants from grocery stores. If you've seen my plant video, then you know I don't buy any plants from grocery stores, and instead I buy them from a nursery, a plant nursery. And this is because at most grocery stores, they don't have a good watering schedule, so your plant is probably overwatered, and that's why it dies within the first couple weeks. So when your plants die, you feel bad and your wallet feels bad. So basically, you're spending money to feel bad about yourself. If you also have some things that you no longer buy, please let us know in the comments below. If you do want to see some of the quality items that I love and have bought in the past, then I'm going to link those two videos right here.